Welcome back to another episode of Creating a Village Simulator. I've been doing this for a while now, and I'm really enjoying it. Having fun making these videos and making this game. We're making progress. It's slow. We got about 80 episodes, and some of it's like redoing stuff, and so that takes a little bit longer to do. Been working on this for a couple months now, and I just want to say that I appreciate everyone who's watching these videos and taking the time to watch, even if you don't watch all of it, some of it. So I do appreciate that. That's cool, and maybe you're kind of just interested in this game and see what comes of it. I understand that this isn't my full-time job. I have another job that I do. So this is kind of a side thing, but I'm enjoying it, and it might take a while for this game to actually get complete the way that I want it to be complete. So anyways, in our last episode, I wasted a lot of time. Maybe I wasted your time, or maybe you learned something from it, but and I think I knew this before, working with colliders, with Unity. They need a rigid body. One has to be dynamic in order for it to work. So we're not going to do that. So instead, what we're going to do is let me go to the agent. Let me just remove this sensor thing because we ain't going to do anything like that. Delete it. We are going to create a new action called the talking action. So let me go to my actions, and let's create a new script. I'm going to call it the talk action. Let's see how this will work. Okay, reloading. Okay, let's change this to an AI action. Now, AI actions have changed quite a bit now, and I actually haven't changed them, but they don't work anymore. So before overriding, I had all these different actions. The before action, that is valid, all those kinds of pre-planning action. We don't need any of those anymore. We really just need the perform action. Okay. We're going to keep the base perform action because that uses the whatever skill, increases the skill that is associated with the action. So let's see here. What do we want to do? How do we want to do this? Basically what I'm thinking is we're going to have the agent is going to create a task, and the task is the talking task. And the talking task will find the target. And it's just going to find a villager that it's in its map section and go to that agent, and then when it gets to that agent, it talks to the agent. We're probably going to need in this perform action a test on whether or not our target is too far away from us, so that then we can switch our character to the move to target portion. So we'll keep going and bothering that other villager. There might be other things that will say, hey, stop doing it, but we're going to do that. So basically what this will do when we perform it, we're going to say AI agent dot increase AI agent dot stat controller dot stats, character stats dot stats, and we want the character stats dot stat type of social, and we're going to say dot increase rate is equal to 10. Okay, so what do I do next? How do I get it to stop? Is there a override while action? I think it's, do I have like an after action? While I have a before, pre-plan, while. Okay, what will happen here is it will do this once. It'll change it to that increase rate. It doesn't keep doing this perform action. Oh, you know what I do? Here, this is what I do. I got it. We're going to say override while action. So this is cool. All right, this is cool. Wait, did I? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to increase it here. Then when we finish the action, we make this increase rate to equal to 0. Now here we could check if this social stat, let me copy all of it, if this, all right, is dot get value is greater than or equal to the max value. Do I have that? Dot max stat max progression. This max progression has to do with the leveling. That one is the max stat. All right. So if it ever is that, well, what do we want to do now? AI agent dot plan dot current my current action dot, is there like a timer? What is this? This is a, oh, that's a string. Interesting. I don't have like a current action, my action. Say dot plan dot, man, I'm surprised I don't have like a current. Go to the agent really quick. Let's see how we're doing this. Alright, so this is the working job. Current, yeah, I do have a current action. Is it not public? Let's see. Oh, this is, oh, okay, so we're just grabbing this first one. So let's go back to this talk action. Let's just do this. All right, dot. Hold on, let's go back here. Oh, you know why I can't do this? Because of I don't have a, I'm not using the thing here. Maybe I just make this a public. That sounds good to me. And then that'll be a little bit easier to access public. Current action, and then go down here and fix that. that, and then go back here, and so I don't have to use, now I can just say current action dot time duration timer. What stops this duration timer? So update duration if formula, go to definition, if the duration timer is greater than the mod duration. I forgot I wrote that. Okay, the moderation. All right, that has to be greater than it. So we want the duration timer to be, here, let's make this greater than or equal to it. And then go back to this talk action. We're going to say the duration timer is equal to the moderation timer. The moderation timer. So that if we're ever at 100, we're done performing the task, and we want to go to here. Now if, well, let's just leave it there for now and see what it does. So let's go back to our Unity, and so we have that talk action. Let's add that action here. Add action talk. Okay, and we don't need any of this stuff anymore. We don't need the cost. We do need the duration. Which I wonder if this will, a use stat, is use stat? No, so we don't use the stat. Is single action? No, we don't even need that anymore. We want to say talk action as the name of it. I think eventually, or just talk, just call it talk. Eventually I'm going to shorten all these action names. Let's see, moderation is duration. How long do we talk for? Let's just say 100. It will, while it's talking, if it ever gets to 100, it's going to cut it off anyways. All right, so let's save that. Let's go to the task, and let's add a task called the talk task. Talk task. All right. Now, let's delete this. We're going to change this to a task. And then we want to say override. We want to override the extra targets. We just actually need, so extra targets, I didn't explain this in the last one. Extra targets is things like an item. So for example, there's an item in a storage house. The action, the character's target is the storage house, but then it's also having an extra target of getting the item from it. That's what that one is. We got that. We need to set the plan. We want to override the, we only need one target, so just the target. Okay. Now, how are we going to do this? Here, let's actually not have that one. Let's do an override of the targets. Although we're going to have one, but we're going to do something with this. We don't need that. Let me go to one of our tasks, like go to work task. Just copy this. And we're going to call this the talk. And then here we're going to say public talk task, and we will say set up the action plans. Now what I could do here is actually do set targets. I don't know why I don't. Alright, we're going to do a public game object find target. Alright, and we're going to return null. And so when we're setting the target, we want to say the action, actually we could say target, sorry, game object target is equal to find target. Do like that. And then we'll say if target is equal to null, so we couldn't find one, is alt target is false. Else, and really, we probably don't, we'll just say is alt target. I don't really need this, I don't think is true. Probably don't need it like that, but that's fine. If we could say action plans 0 dot action targets dot add, we'll add it no matter what, which means that we want to action plans 0 dot clear action targets dot clear, so that we don't keep adding null. So that's that. Now here we could say task manager dot find instance dot find agent for task, find idle agent, and do I need to send anything? I need to say send a map section. So does this task have a map section? Let me create it. I say AI agent. Oh, we do have an AI agent. Dot map section ID. Okay. And actually, what we can do is just return this then. So right now it's just going to look for another idle dot game object. Let's return the game object. All right, so we got that. What we need to do is we're going to say AI agent, because we've got to get this first, and we will say AI this how do I this dot AI agent is equal to AI agent. Come on, AI agent. Okay, cool. So in our stack controller, AI stack controller. All right, need for home, need for making the baby, which I do have. I don't think I talked about that, but I do have this. It creates a task for making the baby. So even the hunger, it creates a task when it's hungry, creates a task when sleeping, creates one when it's hungry, creates a task when it needs to make a baby. That's for finding that, that's for finding that. This is for setting the mood. Check for the light, blah, blah, blah. Do I even do anything with the light? I don't even know. I don't know if I have that effect. I can't remember. So let's say all right, here's the thing. We're going to have a priority here because this will set. I think we also have maybe some issues. I think it's fine. This will check for sleeping, but then if it's hungry, it'll actually eat first. If it needs to make a baby, it'll make a baby before that. So it has kind of like a priority here, and so I could change this around. Let's do need for talking. And really it's going to be very similar to this task, or this, but it'll be a little bit different. Instead of sleep, we want social. And if it's less than 0, playing count is 0. So this is if we don't have, actually, really, this will be the first thing it will do. Am I missing like that? Okay, this is actually the first thing it'll do, and then we'll skip all the other ones, which is fine. We'll use it for testing, but that's something I have to think about when I rearrange things. So instead of a sleep task, we're going to have a talk. Talk task is talk task. What the? We'll call it the talk, and we're going to send it the AI agent. This needs to be a capital T. Alright, let's delete that. We don't need any of this stuff. Actually, we need none of this. And we'll just say talk. Okay, maybe that will work. Let's test it out. Well, let's test it out in a way that we can test it out quicker. Let's go to our villager sensor, our stack control actually, and let's go up here where we have the social. We're going to the base is 50. The decrease rate is 10. We're just going to make this go faster. Right, hopefully this will be a better video than last time. Let me go gather over here with this guy, and let me click. So he's walking. Our social is low, but not at 0 yet. What the heck? You see it going back and forth? Wait, he's performing a task here. There it goes. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That's hilarious. He's talking to himself. They're talking to themselves. Our villagers are crazy. Well, maybe you're not crazy if you talk to yourself, but yeah, they're talking to themselves. And what's happening here, let me go to this perform action here, this right here. You know what, I think I have a bool is decrease. We have to pause this. That's true. And then we want to unpause it. Oh, excuse me. So that's that. All right. So let me go gather over here. Click on him. So let's see, our social is 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. And then what will happen is he's chopping down the tree, so he's not talking. He is going somewhere. He was trying to talk to this guy. So he didn't talk to himself. He talked to this guy instead of himself this time. Now he's increasing. But sometimes now it's decreasing. I'm very confused. What's happening is that the duration of the action isn't long enough for him to do enough talking. If I go here, really this probably needs to be 1,000 or something. Now I don't like that because, and I probably need to have it where like you don't see the bar anymore. Kind of speed things up a little bit. All right, so he's getting close to not talking. All right, so he's returning that. He picked up that first before he decided to talk. Now he's talking. I don't know who he's talking to, but it doesn't matter because he's in the talking state. Let's just see if this goes all the way up to 100 before he stops talking. Yeah, and now it's decreasing again. So he's back to working. All right. So I think what we need to do is just figure out. All right, now he's talking again. Okay, now he's not talking. Okay, so I'm probably gonna have like a setting to where it says show duration bar, like in our actions, and then certain actions don't show that bar because we don't really need it. So how do we not pick ourselves? Let's be smart about this. So here we're finding an idle agent, which I really don't want to do, but let's just go to definition. Find idle agent. Because this is checking the idle agent list. Now what I could do is say, which list we want to check. Let's just see. This, all it does is it finds the first one. So let's do this. Let's say AI agent. Okay, and then in here, if AI agent what did I name it? Maybe I shouldn't. Let's say self agent. Self agent. Oh, I got that on. Self agent. So let's say self agent is not equal to null if self if self to self agent is not equal to this agent here that we're looking at. I don't like this. No, I don't like that at all. See, this one we're not looping through the agents. So what we need to do is loop through these agents. And for this one, for each AI agent, we'll just say check agent in our idle agents. So right here, whoops, like that. If check agent is not equal to our self agent, then we will do all of this and we will be done. Okay, so else we are going to do this. Now we have an error. So right here we need to say, it says idle agent, we want to say null. Okay, let's see, unnecessary assignment of a value. Well, I don't. Okay, well, found target. Unnecessary assignment of a value. Well, I still want to do it. Okay, so I think that will work. Now if we go to our talk task, we need to say AI agent. So we're going to send ourself to make sure we do not talk to ourselves anymore. Now maybe we could have like a personality where it's like, you know, they can talk to themselves to get their social needs. That'd be interesting. All right, have any errors? No. Let's go gather something over here. Let me click on him and let's just see what happens. I'm assuming what will happen is that they will both come after he chops this tree down. His social skill will, if he chops it down at the right time. Actually, let's just see. All right, we got a bunch of errors. Nice. Okay, so what's happening here is we're going to take this and we're going to say game object target is equal to this, and then return target. We need to do it like that. No, hold on. This will still give us the same error. Let's see. AI agent is equal to this if agent is not equal to null, we will return agent.gameObject. Else, alright, we don't even need an else, we can just say return null. Alright, so that should fix that, and hopefully we get this working, and we could call it a video. Let's see. Okay, let me go gather over here. Yeah, I kind of need to think about what to keep working on next. We kind of have like two things that the game really does. You have the agents. Oh, whoa. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, he's still trying to chop down this tree. He's trying to talk to someone, but he can't. Because there's no one to talk to, because he's working. So let's just see what happens after we get this done. And he's kind of spamming out, so we definitely don't want something like that happening. Right now he's trying to keep making it a task for himself. I'm making a task. Oh, there's no target. And it doesn't check for that when the agent creates, because this is the only time when it really creates except for maybe eating. And there's nothing else for him to do. So like if I, unpause this and I click gather, or maybe not. What the heck? They're kind of stuck in this loop. Alright, something's not working right. So let's see. Find target. If agent is not equal to null. So it keeps sending itself. Hold on. I think task manager. If check agent is not equal to self, we do this. This is a agent. Yeah, this is an agent. And these are agents, right? Yeah. It's not equal to the self agent. If self agent is not null, loops through all those idle agents, and then because found is false, it goes to the next map section. Alright, I think what we need to do is not check for idle agents. Especially since we only have two. see, he's already bugging out. They're both bugging out. And if I look at my map section 0, idle agents is 0, because when we create that task, we say we're no longer idle. We remove us from the idle list. And so it's just spamming out. It just keeps trying to talk to someone. There's no one there. Creates that task again. It just keeps creating that task over and over again. And it keeps finding nobody to talk to because nobody's idle. He's no longer idle. So what do we do? What do we do? I think in my AI agent stat controller, where we're creating this task, what's going to be different about this one is that we might not have a, so it creates this and say if talk task that is all targets, then we'll do this. So if you don't find anyone to talk to, don't do it. You know, just don't. I don't want you to do this task. Let's see if that changes things. If not, I might just stop the video there and just keep working on just kind of fix it. It might be that we just okay, pause it, pause. Let's just see what's going on here. Alright, so his social's about to get done. Let's just see what happens now. Notice how I'm whispering? Because it's like you know, I don't want to scare them. Okay, he's going to a target. And he's no longer idle, so therefore this guy can't talk back to him. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's so funny. He just has to sit there and listen to him because I can't select the other dude, but I think the other guy's now probably talking to him. Let me go gather. Okay, okay, hold on. Okay, his talking is at 0. His talking's at 46. So, yeah, this is kind of funny. Wait, hold on, let me pause it. Let me click on this dude. So, he's still talking. The guy walked away from him. But he's still talking. He's still talking to this guy here. I don't have that in the code where he goes and walks to him. It's kind of neat. You know, I kind of do. Wait, oh, I have it paused. I'm like, why isn't it going up? So it's slowly going up. I wonder, and he's no longer idle. So this guy cannot talk to anyone because he's talking to him, but he's not idle anymore, so they can't talk to each other. What we need to do is, let's do this. Let's go into our action. Okay. And let's do all of this. Let's just try this out. Let's have them talk to each other. So we want to say AI agent target agent is equal to this target object dot get component the AI agent. All right, and so now we're going to say that the target agents will also increase so that now they can talk to each other. And really we would want to remove this guy from the idle idols. So how do I do that? Target agent agent dot map section ID. Do I really have this? I don't know. You can just say map section ID. So we're going to say all map manager dot instance dot all map sections this ID dot idle dot God, we gotta say like get component map section dot idle agents that remove the target agent. Okay. This stuff could probably be in our before task, but let's just leave it here for now. Okay, and then what we want to do, I do want to copy this and paste it up here, but we don't need to include this this right here, and we're going to say that this is 0 and this is false. So let's see what happens. I'm just trying to get them to talk to each other. And let's play it. Click gather. Alright, let's speed things up. Oh, hold on, what's he doing? Hold on, let's just see. Let's see. Okay, he is talking. Now, I don't know how to cycle through. Do I have like a cycle thing for the villagers? No. So, someone was sleeping on the ground, so that did not, maybe that didn't work. Maybe he slept and the guy was still talking to him. Let's just speed this up and see what happens after we get this to 80. Hey, actually, let me click gather. Okay, so click on him. His social was going up. So this guy's probably sleeping now. I don't know why it doesn't show that animation, but alright, so they are talking to each other. He could still walk away. Like if he's still getting added to that idle list. Because he's in a idle state. So okay, look, they're talking to each other. They're buddies. They both went to each other to talk. Aw, they're friends. They are best friends. Actually, I think they're soulmates. I think they're soulmates. You guys have been soulmates for how many years? Every time I play the game, you too just become soulmates. Alright, so you could, I think this is pretty good. You know, would the game break? How slow would this get if we, let's just test it out with 100 villagers. So let's go to the map manager, and what I'll do off camera is probably tweak some of these things a little bit as far as the socializing go, but I think this is good for now. Go to my, I think the only thing I might do a check is if vector2 dot distance Is there like a Manhattan distance? Is that the only kind of distance you can do? Oh, distance. We're going to say the AI agent, comma, target agent, and we'll probably have to say the transform dot position, transform dot position. So if this is ever, let's say, greater than 2, 1, what's going on? We will say we want to do this. And be like, you're done talking. So if someone walks away, you're done talking. That's all the socialization you get. We could change it to like moving, but let's just do that. And before we do anything else, let's go to our map manager. So map manager, which is right here, and let's see, up at the top somewhere, right here. Let's undo this. Whoops. So we're going to get 100 villagers. Let's see what happens with our new system. Let's look at our stats. We are at pretty good frame rate. Start gathering some stuff. I'm not seeing any kind of, like stuttering. Yeah, we're not getting stuttering. Let's see. Just click this guy. His social right now is 0. Are people talking? Oh, right here. We are talking. I get. Yeah, we're talk. Everyone's talking to each other. Bunch of talkers. Look at all these talkers right now here. They're all talking to each other. This is great. I'm loving it. Talking needs to be a little bit quicker though. You guys, I really need people to chop down these trees. Too much talking. Not enough work. Get these trees chopped down. Actually, that is true. I'm not getting as many agents. I'm not even checking if this. There we go. But our stats are still. They're kind of low, a little bit low. I think when we first start, and it could be that this is spamming too much. The debugging, maybe because of all the talking that's going on. I don't know. Let's speed things up. I mean, it doesn't seem to be changing though, so I think we are good. People are going to start dying. Poor villagers. We don't have enough food. We need more food. That was from like that game Black and White. Have you guys ever played that game before, Black and White? It's kind of like a village simulator. I mean, it was godlike game, but you had villagers, and they would always complain about, we need more food. We need more food. All right. So I think we got a system for socializing. So I'm pretty happy. You can see these guys are talking, but these guys are going to go gather stuff. They should probably start dying soon. Turn the stats off. Their health is slowly going down. You know, my game speed thing, like, watch the numbers. If I click here, watch how they should go faster. No, they're not going faster. It's the same. So this is what I need to fix. Now that it goes slower. But yeah, we're doing this. We got talking. We got socializing, and I think for now I'll probably just keep it this way. I'll just maybe change the the increase rate of the talking, so it goes up quicker, instead of them standing there for a while not doing anything. But yeah, this is cool. I'm trying to think about what should I work on next. I think I was talking about how there's kind of two systems going on in this game. You have the building system with that, and you have the agent system, the villagers themselves. And so, some of it is like, I want to build a entertainment building so they can get their entertainment. I want to do a kind of progression for creating food, so that you would have wheat, but your house would maybe need an oven. And so in order for an oven, you would have to have a crafting building that could craft and make a oven for it. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of weird. Like if you look at if I research medieval times, not said this game has to be like, it's not going to simulate medieval times exactly, because there's a lot that they probably did on their own. When it comes to things, look at all these missing references. When it comes to things, but so it could be that we have a craft, like they have to go and buy, or they have to go get a oven for their house in order for them to eat bread. Because I think in medieval times, and I might be wrong, but I think most of them just ate bread, like peasants, they ate breads. So we could have some kind of like system that way where they have to get an oven. So it gives you more things to do. So you have that building system that you have to manage, but then you also have the agents system where you're trying to manage as well. And it's like, what should I do next? And then we just have like a bunch of like user interface stuff. Like, when I click on these trees, I have no idea that this tree's been clicked. I can't select a bunch of trees. I can't even get this tree right here. They're overlapping each other, so I have no way of determining that. No user interface of even knowing that I'm clicking the gather button. Like, I don't know that's what I'm currently doing. So some like user interface, and obviously like when I click on a villager, these guys are talking to each other. Look at, there they go. There's no, this is like ridiculous. And I still haven't done anything with the mood. The mood does go down. I forget why. This is Agent 101. That is cool. I mean, what? Yeah, 101. That's cool. The very last agent. I clicked them. I found them, and they are talking. All right, so that is it. I will think about what next I'm going to do in this series. But again, thanks for watching. Keep supporting this channel. I'm having a great time doing this. All right, thanks again.